Hello, children. This is the chapter 7, The Last Leaf. It is a famous short story by O. Henry. It is about sacrifice and friendship. Here, I would like to tell you about the story. John C. had fallen ill with pneumonia and was tended to by her friend Sue. Both are painters. Sue was the optimistic one and John C. was the opposite. She thinks she will die as soon as the last leaf on the old withered tree that she can see from her bed falls. The doctor thinks that she had given up on her life, so any medical intervention will not work. In the meantime, Berman, a 60-year-old artist who lives next door, came by to visit them. He had taken it upon himself to look after the two girls. Sue tells Berman about the last leaf theory of John C's. So he is appalled, means he is shocked. Soon after, the leaves in the trees start to fall, all except the last one. John C. expects it to fall, but it doesn't. She gets the message and gets well. At the same time, Berman falls ill with the same disease and he is taken to the hospital. He dies after 2 days. Later, it is discovered that Berman, who drew the last leaf on the tree, which is why it never fell, he sacrificed his life to save John C. Okay, children. So let's start with the narration. Here, what it is written: toward winter, a cold stranger entered Greenwich village. Who is a cold stranger here? A cold stranger is pneumonia, a disease. So pneumonia walked around touching one person here and another with his icy fingers, because pneumonia is known as one of the contagious disease. It easily spreads when one person touches another one. So that is why it is written here that pneumonia walked around touching one person here and another there with his icy fingers, and he was a bad sickness. What is pneumonia, children? It is a bad sickness. Doctors called him pneumonia. Mr. Pneumonia touched John C. John C is a girl. So she fell ill with pneumonia and she lay on her bed almost without moving. She looked through the window at the wall of the house next to hers. So when she was laid on her bed, what she was doing, children? She was looking through the window all the time, which was at the wall of the house next to hers. So one morning, what happened? The busy doctor spoke to Sue. Sue is a friend to John C., the best friend to John C. So the busy doctor spoke to Sue alone in the hall where John C. could not hear. Sue used to stay with this girl only, John C. only. So doctor spoke to her, to Sue, that she has a very small chance. He said, she has a chance if she wants to live. Your little lady has decided that she is not going to get well. Is there something that is troubling her? So what did doctor say to Sue? He said to her that if your friend John C. wants to live, if she is willing to stay in this world, then only any medicine will work. Otherwise, nobody would help him survive. Nobody would help her survive. So what I think that there is something troubling her. Means she is not so mentally this time feeling fresh. She always wanted to go to Italy and paint a picture of the Bay of Naples, said Sue. Actually, both these girls were good painters. So Sue said that always Johnsy wanted to go to Italy and wanted to paint a picture of the Bay of Naples. This is the place, Bay of Naples. So Sue said to the doctor that she has one desire, that she want to go to Italy and paint a picture of the Bay of Naples. Paint, not paint. Is there anything worth being troubled about, a man? So doctor said paint. Paint would be troubling her. Is there anything worth being troubled about? Means something different is troubling her. What I think means human being. A man, said Sue. Is a man worth? No, doctor, there is not a man. Sue said, what do you mean by? Any man is troubling her? Any man is troubling her? No. No, doctor, there is not a man. It is weakness, said the doctor. Doctor said it is a kind of weakness which she is suffering from, which Johnsy is suffering from. I will do all I know how to do. But when a sick person begins to feel that he is going to die, half my work is useless. Doctor said, I can do my best to cure her, but when a sick person herself or himself is not willing to live, or he or she always feels that he is or she is going to die, half of my work is useless, half of my treatment is useless. After the doctor had gone, Sue went into the workroom to cry. Then she walked into Johnsy's room. She carried some of her painting materials and she was singing. So Sue started crying inside her room where things are made or repaired. That room is called workroom. There, inside that room, Sue started crying bitterly for Johnsy's health. And what did she do? She carried some of her painting materials and she was singing, and she started singing. And Johnsy lay there. Johnsy was lying there. She had lost her health, her weight, so that's why she was so thin. She was so quiet. Her face was turned towards the window. One thing only, at one direction only, in one direction only, her face was turned, that was towards the window. And Sue stopped singing, thinking that Johnsy was asleep. So Sue, when saw that Johnsy's face was towards the window, so she stopped singing. She thought that Johnsy was asleep.